So I'm speaking to myself because they want me to speak on shit so they could know what's going on, right? With me and what I'm going to do, what I'm feeling, whatever. So let me tell you this, you fucking whores. In the background, with you taking my money, blocking it, my job, I can't even pay my fucking phone bill because they locked my account. So they disconnected it. This is the second time they do that shit, okay? They disconnected that shit. So mind you, all of this are rituals. Oh, you can't do that. You're gonna have an ending to this, an ending to that. After the phone situation, then it was the job. You need to escort this bitch out because blah, blah, blah. These hoes did all this shit. And then I'm the one escorted out of the facility, bitch, with her grin on her stupid ass face, Mrs. That whore, right? So she's thinking she's doing something with her fucking rituals, right? Because these fucking covens think, I told you people, they do this shit once a year. Once a year, once every 6 months. But these hoes right here, it seems like with me, it's every moon cycle, every time they get their period, every time they fart, they just need to do a ritual on me, bitch. It's like that, okay? So what I'm saying is, you want the smoke, bitch. You want me to lose my job, my finance, all of this shit, right? So what the fuck what do I care about then? What am I holding on to if you took it all already? Or try to take it all? Or try to put it on hold? What the fuck am I actually doing here, right? Nothing. So you want me to burn to the ground in this place? Or have no job, have no nothing? I will be okay with that. However, I'm going to be kicking and screaming all the way through. You don't want me to leave this fucking town because you're mooching off of me? Well, bitch, I'ma kick and scream and burn this bitch down while I'm still in it. How about that? How about that? I'ma call all these fucking people from the news anchors. I'ma post all this shit. I'ma throw you stupid bitches under the bus for working with the government with embezzlement, with all these fucking facilities. And how you target people who speak up about it. Because I'm not the first person you do this shit to. No, you see a whole lot of people that are homeless and shit. A lot of these people are educated people, bitch. Why do you think they ended up in a position like that? Why? Because of the fucking government and their foot on their neck and all these minions working with them. But like I said, you don't want me to leave. In my eyes, bitch, I'm that intelligent, bitch. I would be like, you know what? I don't want no smoke. I already did what I did. You get the fuck up out of this bitch and go away, right? Disappear. Here's your money that we took. Blah, blah, blah. Here's some extra money because we did it to you. Shut the fuck up and go away. No, you don't want to do that shit. You want to burn this bitch to the ground. So be it, bitch. So be it. Like I said, what the fuck am I holding on for? What? What the fuck am I holding on for? This shit right here? This treatment of abuse? Abuse of power, bitch? So let it be known. Who sent you? Who is paying you? Like I said, the people at the top don't give a fuck about you. They never did. And I think you knew that. You just didn't care because you were getting that money in the bank. But all these fucking banks that are doing fuck shit, I want receipts. I want receipts. So even though you think we're sending her to her death, she's gonna go over there and then they're gonna be like, oh no, sorry ma'am, just like they did with a whole bunch of other shit. It doesn't matter because what I need is a receipt of that no. Do you get it? Why is there a no where I should have all of this shit available to me? Why is there a no? So give me the receipt, bitch. That's what I'm looking for. So you bitches thinking, like yesterday I went to the park, that shit was fucking closed. And I was like, you know what? Normally they don't close parks like that, but whatever. I jumped, there was a hole where people walk their dogs. I went in there. You know, there's always, you think you're doing some shit to me, bitch, and you're not. You're making me stronger. You're making yourself look like a weak ass bitch. And all the people that you promised my head, my money, my whatever, they're going to come for you. Because it seems like you don't stop. And you're putting them in the bullseye right there. And it's your fault. Because you don't stop. These fucking whores at my job, I told them, fuck off. Where Where's my money? Where's my money? Where is my time? I go to work every fucking day. All that spell work that is being thrown in my face every day. It's like, I should get paid for fucking battling all these people. I mean, I know God is going to pay me. I know that shit. However, if these people are getting paid buku money to come for me every day, all day, at my house, at the job, they're like, bitch, this shit exists. I don't care if people in the background that are listening, they're like, what the fuck is she talking about? There are covens of witches that the government pays to take care of certain people. The threats to them, which are normally Christian people, normally people that believe in God, right? That's who they target. That's who they try to take from. That's who they try to humble. That's, if you think your life is okay because you're having a standard life, your life should not be standard if you believe in God. It should not. However, they put you in a fucking chokehold to where your life is, I could pay my bills and, you know, that's good enough for me. That's what they want you to think, because then they're mooching off of all your essence in the background. They are building off of that shit. They're building off of it. Well, you stay in the, oh, well, you know, your 9-to-5 job. It doesn't matter. You could keep your 9-to-5 job. However, you are more than that, though. Inside, I told somebody, I said, these people might think that they could take this physical money, this wealth here in the physical. However, you in the spiritual might be bigger than them. You might be a king, a queen. Mind you, if you come from the Lord and you believe in the Lord, you probably do. That's what these people don't want. That's why you have all these witches and covens coming after a lot of people. That's why they want to put their foot on your fucking neck so you stay down while they mooch off of you. Like I said, you go to these concerts, they're stealing your energy. You go to these fucking karmic ass readers, same thing. They're working on you because they're getting paid to. Mr. Elon got all these fucking Tesla cars. I already know Elon has a lot to do with this shit. Like I said yesterday, oh, I don't know if I posted that shit. I probably didn't because I didn't have my phone. I said, fucking Elon is in the Bible. I think I did say that. Elon is in the Bible. Hitler was in the Bible. All of this shit that is happening is in the Bible. People need to wake the fuck up and start talking about what it is. Wake up and talk about it. Like I said, these hoes want to block all this shit from me. Let's block it. Block it. You go ahead and block it. On your way down, though, I'm going to burn this bitch to the ground. I'm going to call all these people, telling them what the fuck you're doing with the government. And the government is playing with all this. There's proof in the pudding, bitch. There's proof in the pudding and everybody that's involved in it. Like I said, everybody's going to throw each other under the fucking bus. Everybody's going to be throwing everybody under the bus. Everybody's going to be chasing the shit that they were promised, that they were never, you never got it. Because it was a fucking lie. All they wanted was a come up. I also said, when I was in the fucking bathroom, I said, I spoke about this shit yesterday. The two, one sacrificing and the other one, the scapegoat. Okay, so again, the stupid bitch who gathered all these fucking flock to come for me, right? You're the one that they're gonna sacrifice. I already said that. But this retard don't really understand that. You are the one they're going to sacrifice for the bullshit that you gathered all these people to do. You see, and I understand that's why that fucking Eric name on my ankle had that star right next to it. Because you were supposed to gather all these people. You know, when Jesus was born, they gathered everybody up and they followed the star. That's what you told them to do. Follow the star. But it wasn't for a good thing, no, bitch. You did it for your own fucking benefit. You sold me the fuck out. So regardless of you turning in your mission, you did it anyways without the benefits of God on your side, though. Because instead of gathering these people for good, like follow because we're going to lead you somewhere good, you didn't. You said, I don't want it. still though follow this bitch and attack. That's what you did. And you promised them all this shit that you cannot provide for them. And now the scapegoat would be me. Me tell everybody's wiping their asses and trying to take shit from me. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna burn this bitch to the ground. And then I'm gonna run the fuck off and never come back. Isn't that what that was? That's exactly what it says it is. The scapegoat is everybody trying to, Lord, forgive me from my sins and blah, blah, blah. And then I'm supposed to take it somewhere, right? I'm gonna take it after I burn this bitch to the ground. Like I said. Spiritually. But the people who know this already, I mean, you're gonna get it even worse because you already knew. Confirmation, bitch. You already fucking knew, bitch. And the ones who continue with the bullshit, even though I'm telling you what it is, like I said, you don't have to believe me. All you have to do is fuck off. Leave me alone before judgment falls on your stupid ass, and then your whole fucking family pays for the bullshit that you've done. All these death rituals, all this death magic, all this hold spell, like, you know, like freezer spells, whatever the fuck, in a jar, whatever the fuck you bitches have done to me, you're gonna pay for it. And it makes me kind of upset. But then I fix it, right? Because then I'm like, how the fuck these people with gifts got bamboozled, right? And then I think about it, like, a lot of these people don't have gifts for real. They're stealing them from other people, right? So that's like me fixing my own thought. Like, okay, well, because if you had gifts, you wouldn't have been bamboozled like this. Because you would have looked into it. You would have found out if this shit was real or not. You trying to bury me, bitch, ain't gonna do a damn thing. Because like I said, have you seen that, what was Swamp Thing? That motherfucker would crawl the fuck out of the, what was it? These dirty ass waters, okay? He would crawl the fuck out. Search it up. So you trying to bury me with all this dirt and all this mud and all this bullshit? Bitch, you can't come for me. It's kind of like, you know why you've endured so long? Because I haven't responded like that. If I had responded the way you bitches did, you hoes wouldn't exist anymore. And I think you know that. But see, that's why God is making me endure this shit for a reason. For a reason. Like, if you want to call it an scapegoat, the scapegoat wasn't, like I said yesterday, it wasn't to do bullshit and then wipe your ass on the goat and then keep doing it over and over and then wipe your ass on it again and again. That's why you wanted it. Why the fuck do you think you came from up north, bitch? Why? Why over here where I'm at, bitch? Why? Everybody needs to ask themselves, why? All that, she doesn't leave me alone, she's following me around. Bitch, I've been living here. Why did you show up? Why? Motherfucker, why? Right? If I'm chasing you, wouldn't that look like I'm the one going to you? Bitch, you came to the desert to fuck up my job, my life, my money, all of it. For one of them, he has his whole fucking family in the facility that I work in the middle of nowhere, in the desert. Mr. Brown, yeah, I'm talking about you. You got all your fucking family members and friends. But again, people might say, well, who is she? I am who they think I am. Right? However, that doesn't mean I'm not going to fight for my rights. That's the difference between then and now. You hoes read something and take it literally. You gotta have some brains. You gotta have some brains. It's not necessarily what it says, but what it means for real. Dummy. And you took it literal. You don't read the fine print when you do all your voodoo shit. You don't. And now you gotta pay. All that fine print is gonna hit you right in the fucking face. All of you. I didn't know that was... Yes, bitch. That's what it was. Most of the time, it's like, can you kill this bitch? No, you can't kill me, bitch. You can't kill me. You can try to stop it, delay it, and still God sees that. He sees that, and he's gonna fuck you up for it. Because when you did the ritual, you didn't say delay. You said kill. You said take away, right? You didn't. You can't. You blocking somewhere. Like, let's say if I'm going to the store, and then all of a sudden, oh, no, it's closed. Like when I went to the bank. The fucking bank bitch is like, no, ma'am, you need to leave. We're not gonna help you here. Okay, bitch. You gave me a receipt. Next time, though, see, I fucked up right there. Because I should have been like, bitch, call the police right now. And made a fucking report. I'm sorry, you don't want to help me because what? Oh, because you're in covens and they're paying you, bitch? I mean, there is documentation. Because I did say it on my way out. So the fucking cameras can catch that. Yes, I did. So next time, I'm going to do some receipts. Written receipts. All of it. Feed me, bitch. Feed me, bitch. So you want to take from over here, and I'm going to expose you. You're taking it because you're in a fucking coven. And you're doing embezzlements. And you don't want that shit to come out. And because you just did this right here and put me on the spot because you wanted me to do a humiliation or a blockage or a whatever, now here you are. Now the mirror is on you. Why did you do that? Why did you do that? Everybody's about to find out. So yeah. So keep blocking. I want receipts on it all, you know, because you keep doing it, you know. And I know that Mr. Elon has a lot to do with this shit. I see his fucking cars everywhere. It's like a fucking worker gets a car. Oh, you get a car, you get a car, you get a car. Go do your spell work on this bitch. Go do whatever you need to do. And, you know, fuck you, Elon bitch. Even though it's written, you're using other tools in order for you to have a come up. You're not going to have that fucking come up. You're going to expose everybody to fucking their own demise because of you and your hungriness. You want to be somebody so bad. And because let's say you know you're written in the Bible, you just want to just, you know, but you're using tools that you shouldn't have. God knows it though. God knows it. And you're going to fucking get it. You're going to get exposed for what the fuck you're doing. That's why do you think with all these children going missing, they don't give a fuck? Why do you think that with all these rapes going on, physical, it's like, they'll get you know, the people who do this shit sometimes is that they'll jump in someone's body just to prove a point. They'll jump in someone's body, the person will go do whatever, and then they'll put them in jail. Even though, let's say they're a chosen person, right? But they did it just to put them in jail. And then they'll feed off of them while they're in prison, while they're shit like that. So they'll do that shit to children as well. So they're doing a double crime. They're doing it in the physical and they're doing it in the spiritual. But most of the time, just so people don't find out, they'll do it in the spiritual. Why do you think all of a sudden there was a time frame where they started taking children from their houses with no excuse? Bitch, they wanted to take my children because supposedly my child didn't have any glasses. They had called child services because my son didn't have any glasses without doing the fucking investigation on that shit. Like, what the fuck you mean? My son's up to date with his eye exam. My son got his glasses because I bought them and he fucking broke them. So you hoes look there's no way. It's like they'll do anything. Anything. Mind you, their flyer, their agenda here is, or they'll put you in a chokehold, they'll have you lose your job, go homeless, put you in a psych ward, put you in jail. Them are the main things right there. Just so they can have power of attorney is what I heard that this motherfucker over here, just because he brought me into the coven, he thinks like he's somebody because, you know, who would have known? That's why when they come for this fool, he deserves it. Because this motherfucker promised these fucking coven people all this shit that he can't even provide. You know why you couldn't provide it, bitch? Because you were one of them. Remember? You were attached to me, Mr. Moreno. You were attached to me. That should give you a couple brain cells, dummy. If you were attached to me, and that's why I have your fucking name on my ankle with that star right there, you were the other fucking goat, bitch. Any clearer for you, bitch? No. You were never going to be able to give these people what you wanted. Ever. Because you were supposed to be on my side. But it was meant to be. That God knew that you were going to betray. God knew you're a hungry, sick bitch. And he knew all of that. So he knew that you were going to be the one that he knew that. And I was going to be the one who, okay, you want to change your ways or not? I don't know, whatever. I'm going to let everybody know. And then I'm going to fucking bounce. After you did all of this bullshit. Like you said yesterday, I lived your life for you. Okay, you did. And now we came to the end of it. And now you don't exist anymore. After this shit goes down, you no longer have another lifetime, at least not like this. You are no longer able to move. You're stuck with the fucking karmics that you chose over me. That's what you're stuck with. And do they have any spiritual inheritance like you said that they did? Or like you thought that they did? You knew that they didn't. That's why you were mooching off of me to give to them. But that is done with. That's done with. So you enjoy the little bit of time you got left. Because think about that. It's like, what more clear do you need it to be? What more clear? You were meant to be with me. However, don't think like, no, bitch. This right here was meant to happen. God already knew. However, he gave you a chance, multiple chances, and you didn't do right. But he already knew that, though. He knew that. And that's why it is what it is. See, once you know what the fuck it is, it's like, I don't give a fuck. You could take whatever you want, ho. It's playing out right in front of you. And all these people you went and brought in as a tool to you, the government, right? You turned yourself into the government, bitch. You thought you were turning me? You were the fucking you, bitch. It was always you. Do you think they didn't do investigations on you? Motherfucker, is that what you thought? Everything about me, every person that I speak to, that I have any kind of contact with. Yesterday, I realized I used to use a password, right? Or, it was Blue, okay? Because I don't use that shit no more. However, I would always use Blue. Blue was my thing, right? Why? He was probably in my energy field in some kind of way. Or he was something. You know why? The same situation that is happening right here with me and you, bitch, is the same situation that Mr. Blue is living with his girl. Even to the child being, having issues with the child. Even though that ain't my kid. I mean, my kids are not your kids. None of them are. However, it's the same scenario. Why do you think that is? Because when we were supposed to have that kid, you gave that kid to your whore. So it broke right there. Do you understand what I'm saying? So now, them patterns that were supposed to carry out did not. It was broken. Right? Like I said, that's why now you're attached to the whores. So that's why Mr. Blue, Blueface, is attached to me in some kind of way. Him and his case, right? Him and his life. Because it's the same shit. So is it maybe learn from experience and the girl's already like leaving him out and doing all this shit? Yes. That's what people need to pay attention to. If you're in a pattern like this, then that's the best thing you can fucking do. Because these stupid motherfuckers over here sold their soul. They never wanted to be with you. They're just there to mooch off of you and fuck you up. Once you leave, shit hits the fan. Once they started breaking up and she started realizing this motherfucker went to jail, this motherfucker was stuck with all the whores that he was fucking, blah, blah, blah. So on the same shit, bitch, the same scenario. Same thing with Mr. Brown here. Same thing with Mr. Tate's here probably. Same thing with all these people that were in that fucking list, bitch. People need to sit there and pay attention to their lives, and all these extra little kids that you keep bringing in. You're fucking up their lives. You're fucking up their lives, and you did that shit on purpose. You said, I can't do this shit alone, so I need to call all these people. Once people started falling because of karma, you started recruiting more different people because you're being left alone with it, because everybody fucking knew what it was. They were waking up. But that doesn't matter. Even if you fucking wake up, bitch, you still gotta pay for what you've done. You don't just get a free pass. No, you gotta pay for what you've done. So yeah, that was what I wanted to say, bitch. So what more clues do you want? Or even the people listening in the background who are helping this dummy out. That's how that story goes and will end. So everybody attached, whatever.